Sports. We thank you for having us in. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson, 3 months in the books. Partner, now it's December. It's the best month of the NFL season because the games get more important as the weather gets a little bit colder.
And this is where you find out who the real teams are and who the pretenders are. You find yourself not only in the playoff conversation, but can you now play good enough ball down the stretch to not only be in the conversation, but actually find yourself in the postseason.
We are ready, and so is Brandon Aubrey to kick this one off. And off we go here on Monday night. They'll return this from the 11. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. Here's the Chicago offense taking the field for the first time. They're led out by the quarterback from USC, Caleb Williams.
I think when you go back and watch the film for last week, Mike, he played fairly well for the most part. Now, are there some things to clean up? Absolutely. Some of his footwork, both inside and outside the pocket, still has a long way to go. The occasional errant throw or just thinking, hey, I've got a big arm, I'm going to fit this ball in the window. Some of that stuff needs to get cleaned up, but overall, not bad. But what matters the most in wins and losses, and he just wasn't the difference maker his team needed when they needed him the most.
They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2.
Here we go. Go!
On the ground, here's the first-round pick from April's draft. And he's going to take this past the 45, and that's good enough for a first down.
Second down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
Ready?
Right back to him on first down. Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9. Just a yard short of that first down. 2nd and a yard.
At the 45-yard line.
Ready? Set up!
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And the defense all over this one. They knock him down. It'll go down as a loss of 2.
I'm not sure if there's anything more enjoyable for a football player than playing a game in the snow. And something for us to keep in mind throughout the rest of the day is typically the advantage is in the favor of the offense. You know where you're going. You know where the cuts are going to come. The defense has to react to you. Can they find a way to take advantage? How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings them down for a loss.
On 4th down, here's Torrey Taylor to punt for Chicago. And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. Now, following the punt return, we have an injured player on the field. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Now the first carry for King Henry. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
This is how you draw up your opening possession when you're on the road. The longer the drive goes, the quieter the crowd gets. Continue to mix in that run game. Let's see if they can finish off by putting this ball in the end zone.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They run out of the gun and tag on a reverse. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's second down.
Let's go. You change it.
This is Henry. And he'll be brought down at the 45. T.J. Edwards there on the stop. They'll try and play with some pace early on. On third down, Jackson. And that is incomplete.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on third down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
On fourth down, they snap it to Jackson. And he's going to have a Cowboys first down. Well-designed play to pick up 16 and move the chains.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
On the handoff, it's Henry. He's got space inside the 25. The speed on display. He's in. Derrick Henry. Touchdown, Cowboys. His 6th touchdown now for the season. Big play out of the running game as the back accelerates all the way to the house for the rushing touchdown.
And, Mike, when we talk about burst, that's what we're talking about, and they told us all week, be ready for this guy. He's got something special to him, and that long touchdown there is exactly what they're talking about.
Aubrey, good with the extra point. And the Cowboys will take a 7-0 lead. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. This one taken at the 7. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Out comes Caleb Williams and the rest of this Bears offense. And he's been a real threat in the red zone and beyond. Take a look at the NFL leaders in rushing touchdowns by a quarterback. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
Come on. Set.
They'll begin here on the ground. And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, this offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4. And now the Cowboys going to take a timeout. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. From the shotgun, it's Williams. Now he'll run it.
Well, we've seen time and time again just how dangerous this quarterback can be, Mike, when he decides to tuck it and take off. So that is a great job defensively to rally to the football and hold them to just a short gain.
Got it. Ready?
Now a 3rd and 2.
Set up. Set, go. Ready, ready.
On 3rd down, it's Williams from the gun. Along the sideline, a nice catch. The feet in. It's a short gain, but it'll move the chains. A 1st down.
This is a great example of where just having situational awareness is so critical in the huddle. When every one of those receivers, Mike, breaks the huddle and go line up, they've got to know where that 1st down marker is. If your route calls, get by it, secure the catch, and bring up a fresh set of downs.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
Set.
Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
Really nice job there defensively, playing the integrity of that zone defense so well. Anytime an offense is running these crossing routes or these underneath drag routes, they're trying to cause confusion with the underneath zone defenders. In this case, they all stuck to their reads, they all played their responsibilities, and they're not able to pick up any additional yards after the catch. This is an element that defensively you always have to be ready to defend. You can't just accept that it's a pass and be so consumed with the receivers downfield. You have to account for the quarterback as a scrambler. You can see why, as he's able to get out of the pocket and pick up the 1st down.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10.
Set. Unlock line. Alert.
Now give on the ground, and he's going to be stuck well behind the line of scrimmage. A play going absolutely nowhere.
Back at the 42.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13.
Here we go. Here we go. Ready.
They'll stick with him again. And he'll be taken down, and that's going to do it. That's the last play of the 1st quarter. So we've played 1 quarter here on a Monday night. It's the Cowboys with the early... Converted twice on 3rd down already on this drive. Now can they do it for a 3rd time? Working out of the gun, here's Williams. He'll try to run for it. And Williams hit the deck there, but after he picked up the 1st down.
This is exactly how it's supposed to look on 3rd down. His eyes are downfield, nothing materializes. He quickly decides he can do it himself, picks up the 1st down, and then to protect himself with the slide. Well done.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Williams. Oh, in trouble. Down he goes.
And I like the idea of moving the pocket. It makes it harder for the defense to rush the passer, but you have to account for the end man on the line of scrimmage, and that guy's job is to set an edge. Nobody gets outside of me. In this case, the quarterback. You've got to be better protecting your edges anytime you put your quarterback on the move.
Let's go.
Williams to throw on 2nd down. That's caught. Ray McCloud. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with 3rd down.
Come on. Go.
To throw is Williams. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. After that incomplete pass, we have a player shaken up. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. On 4th down, it's Cairo Santos on for the Bears field goal. This from 40 yards out. Santos's kick is good. And the Bears are on the board. It's 7-3.
I think apart from the wind, when you talk about kicking in the elements, Mike, I think the snow has to be the kicker's worst nightmare. It's just so hard to have the confidence that when you stick that plant foot, it's not going to give way. So give credit. That was really well done.
And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. The Cowboys offense and Lamar Jackson getting set to take over once more. And he's been a nightmare for defenses trying to contain him all year. The NFL's leader in rushing yards at the quarterback position. Jackson now to throw on first down. That's left side, and that's the tight end, McBride. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
On the give, here's Henry. And he will have the first down. Not a huge run, but enough to move the chains.
This offense, they're not interested in taking the deep shot here. Second and short, the way they're running the ball, pound the rock, reset the downs, and just keep the drive alive.
They'll run for the first time with their fullback. And a good job following his blockers, a gain of 7. It'll be second down. They'll work straight ahead with Henry. And he'll be close to a first down. A gain of a couple as they mark him just short. Third and a yard. Jackson now. And he's going to be out of bounds with a gain of 7. And that'll be enough for a first down.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
Oh, yeah. What a run. He brings it to the red zone, taken down inside the 20-yard line.
There's a combination of footwork and vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
Ball down to the 16-yard line. And it's first and 10. In motion, Lamb. First carry now for Kenneth Walker. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. Second and 7. They'll try to throw here with Jackson. He'll get this complete. That's Anthony Schwartz. And he's going to be taken down as we hit the 2-minute warning here in this first half. Here's a 3rd down and 4. From the gun, Jackson. This one caught at the 4. And they'll stop him just short of the goal line, but they are going to have enough to convert. It's going to be 1st and goal.
What an impressive drive this has really been, and it's a combination of big plays and 3rd down conversions. Now after that last 3rd down pickup, it's 1st and goal. They got a chance to finish this really impressive drive and come away with 6.
This drive has been methodical, but will they turn it into 6 points? And he gets to the outside and takes it in. Tyreek Hill. Touchdown, Dallas. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finish it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
The extra point by Aubrey is good. And the Cowboys extend their advantage to 14-3. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. He fields it at the 8. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Bears offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. They trail now 14-3, so an 11-point deficit as they start things out with 1st and 10.
Here we go, set, rig it, let go.
Throwing is Williams. He'll throw it left and has his running back. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. He'll get this to McLeod. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Here's 3rd and 2. Now Williams. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. The Cowboys offense and Derrick Henry heading onto the field. And as a play caller, when you've got a guy who's running like this, you lean on him and your offensive line. He's had big opening after big opening and big numbers in this first half. This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. Jackson. Taking off. And he's not going to be able to get away. Very good coverage on the perimeter. It goes down as a loss of yards. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Play action now. Jackson. That one broken up. It's incomplete. All over him down the field. It'll set up 3rd down.
I'll tell you what, Mike, considering how this offense has played in the first couple possessions, I'm surprised that one wasn't completed. It seems like that's the first miss of the game. Continue to push the ball downfield. Continue to build on this momentum because so far they've come out hot in this one.
Well covered on the sideline, and it's intercepted. And he's going to set up his guys with great field position. A huge chance to cut into the deficit.
And these are the types of plays they envisioned when they invested a first-round pick on this defensive back just a few months ago. I mean, he's entered the league, Mike, with a reputation for having almost offensive wide receiver-type ball skills. And those ball skills were certainly on full display that time.
that's the way you want to run it on first down. A gain of 7. Here's 2nd and 3 to go.
Let's go now.
To throw, it's Williams. He's got his tight end. There's Ertz. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8. On now, it's Cairo Santos for the field goal. Cowboys going to use their 3rd and final timeout. The Bears call out their field goal team.
Nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well, you're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. Across the 20, they'll mark them down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over.
At their own 24-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Jackson looking to throw. He's going to air this one out. Looking for Hill. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end. And no rest for the weary. Let's get right back to it. Quarter number 3 set to begin. Well, this snow not abating at all. If anything, might be coming down a little bit harder as we are underway here in the 3rd. Now an opening past the 30. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. The Cowboys offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And his numbers this season, eye-popping in a lot of categories. Let's just show you one. He is the NFL leader in rushing touchdowns by a quarterback. On first down, they'll start the drive with Henry. Now a flag comes in. It was thrown by the umpire. The pickup is 4, but usually that's a holding penalty.
Still first down.
Quit, ready?
Throwing Jackson. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Now it's Jackson. To the left side, caught by Lamb. And that's a good gain there. It's going to wind up just a couple of yards shy of that first down.
This may look like a simple connection, Mike, just pitch and catch, but I can promise you the amount of time these two guys have spent together on the practice field, in the meeting rooms, just getting on the same page, seeing the game through the same set of eyes, it makes what's pretty difficult seem a lot easier.
A gain there of 16 yards. First down, Cowboys.
I know, I'm biased. But listen, you can't convince me, Mike, that there's a better option on the field, especially when you got a guy like this, than on 3rd down or critical moments. That's where the ball needs to go. The size, the speed, the matchup problems that he creates. If I was in a critical situation, there is no doubt where I'm going with the ball.
A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. We'll go again here with Henry. And he's going to pick up the first down. Tackle made right at the 20-yard line.
The 20-yard line. A gain of 9 yards. First down, Cowboys.
Now, Jackson. They'll try to set up the screen here with Walker. And the Cowboys are going to have a first and goal coming up as the tackle's made here at the 3-yard line.
It's been a really good drive so far, but what I really like, Mike, is they're down here in the red zone and they continue to attack. Now, not quite a touchdown, but with first and goal, this defense certainly has their back against the ropes.
Ball sitting on the 3. It is first down and goal. Back to throw, Jackson. And he's in. Tyreek Hill. Touchdown, Cowboys. Second touchdown of the game. Season total now up to 5. On for the PAT is Aubrey. He's got it. And the Cowboys extend it to a 21-6 advantage.
Bears 6. Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. This is fielded inside the 5. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Bears offense getting ready for their opening possession of this second half. They need to start making some inroads here. Down 2 scores as they begin this drive with first down. Drive will start on the ground. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
Ready up!
Throwing on second down, Williams. That's complete to McLeod. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
Anytime you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open. And if you're not open, you better get open quick because that ball is coming out. I think the days where cornerbacks are either unwilling or unable to be involved in the run game, I think those days are over, Mike. I think when you look around the landscape of today's NFL, yes, you have to cover, but you also have to be able to come up and tackle.
Here we go, here we go.
On second down, it's Williams. That's out to the flat, and it's complete. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down. To throw it again, it's Williams. He'll try and get there on the ground. And Williams hit the deck there, but after he picked up the first down. 10 yards to pick up there, and that'll get him a new set of downs. First and 10.
Hey, check that.
Out of the gun, here's a run up the gut. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on first down. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming.
Let's go. Ready.
He'll get about 4 out of that one. That should be enough to move the chains. It is first down.
I think this second down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a third down and short. But there's no need for third down. He was able to get enough on second, and they get a fresh set of downs.
Come on, set up.
Williams going to look to throw it on first down. Second and a yard.
Here we go, set, go.
They'll run it for the first time with DeAndre Swift. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line. Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. Throwing on first down, it's Williams. And he will score. Zach Ertz. Touchdown, Chicago. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, yeah, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive because they've still got some work to do.
So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. Following the kickoff, we have an injured player on the field. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. This drive starts on the ground with Walker. And he'll get forward for about a yard. It was Kevin Byard that time to make the play. Here's a 2nd and 9. Now Jackson. That's complete his big target, McBride. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
The drag route. We used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. We'll try and run it with Walker. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down by about a yard. So they pick it up on 3rd and 2.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the 1st down.
Not much happening there. Just a short gain. Here's 2nd and 9. Now a handoff. Oh, a wrinkle. Here comes a reverse. He's going nowhere. Losing yardage on that play.
You know, at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on third down? Or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground?
On third down, Jackson. And that is incomplete.
When you get the ball in this situation, what you're looking to do is not only end the drive with a touchdown to put the game away, but you'd love to chew up some clock. So with that incomplete pass now likely putting an end to this series, that's a big opportunity for them to try to close this game out.
And it's fourth down, so here comes Riley Dixon to punt. As they try to play the field position game here, protecting a fourth quarter lead. Ball security a must in these conditions. Fair catch called for and taken without issue. The Bears offense ready to get back at it. The deficit is 8 as this drive begins with 1st and 10. Lone back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Williams to throw on 2nd down. He's going to tuck it and go. And he'll gain yardage and able to get down at the end of the play.
Take a look at his eyes. You can see the quarterback clearly going through all of his progressions, and he's quick to realize there's nowhere to go with this ball. He makes the right decision and gets out of there, picks up some good yardage, and gets down on the ground.
3rd and short yardage, and here's Williams. And he'll be taken down, but good enough to keep this drive going. It's a 1st down. They'll go play action here with Williams. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down. Williams. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the 1st down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10.
Here we go.
From the shotgun, it's Williams. And that time, the pressure too much. He'll go down.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
So they go backwards on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 13. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
Big play coming up. This is 3rd down. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. He'll let this one go deep down the right sideline.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. The Cowboys offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And it's hard to believe you could run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, the stats. It has all been on display throughout. They'll start out on the ground with Henry. Not much room to operate there. He'll get only to about the 24. Going to go right back to Henry. And he'll pick his way forward. A gain of about 5. And that's going to set up third down. Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up. The training staff going to look and will step out for a moment. Here's a third down and 4. On the ground, here's Henry. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play.
It's a gain of 6. First down, Dallas.
2 minutes remain in the fourth quarter. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. Ball out to the 35-yard line as they come up for 1st and 10. Here's a give. Heading right, it's Henry. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. That is a worrisome development here late in the game. 2 first downs, and they are at the 46 now. It's 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Henry. That's a second charge timeout to Chicago. And they'll get together prior to the second down play. A give right up the middle to Henry. And he'll be near the first down marker. Let's call it a gain of 3, but a short yardage situation coming up on 3rd down. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. That is a worrisome development here late in the game. Here's 3rd down and a few inches. They'll drop to throw. He's got his tight end. That's McBride. The Bears go ahead, take their 3rd and final timeout. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down. Jackson now. A throw left side there, not going to find the target. Incomplete. He was trying to get it to C.D. Lamb. And that will lead to a 2nd down.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line.
The tackle made by Kevin Byard.
This is the moment in the game, Mike, where it really matters to have a run game. You find yourself winning here late. You want to try to run the clock out and finish with the ball. And boy, do they ever. Give credit to this offensive line and running back. They came through when their team needed them the most.
Down at the 12. It's 1st and 10. Now a give, but here comes a reverse. And he's in. Touchdown, Dallas.
And that's exactly how you stress all week, finishing a game. Get the ball and leave no doubt. But that late touchdown, Mike, that should all but just seal this victory away.
Aubrey now for the extra point. The kick is good. The Cowboys will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Now return coming from the 7. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The Bears offense ready for this next possession. They'll do so with 1st and 10.
19 tight, 19 tight, go!
Working out of the gun, here's Williams. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
Well defended there. The quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers. Those really wide angle throws near the sideline sometimes can be very hard to defend, so give a lot of credit to this secondary. They were all on the same page, and the ball falls incomplete.
He's taken down, but just shy of midfield. Here's Williams on 1st and 10. This pass is caught by Scott. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. A gain there of 24 yards. Good for a Bears 1st down.
Come on, set! Ready, ready?
We'll try to throw again. Here's Williams. A toss left side, caught by his running back.
Great example of 1st down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
A throw complete to Scott. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9. Here we go. One final play. This one caught at the 4. And he'll be brought down there, and that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this 4th quarter. So it's a win here for the visiting Cowboys. And it is their 3rd consecutive victory. They continue to play great football here in this latest stretch. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say good night from Chicago.